let me put it into perspective. Mahomes has zero chance. Sorry, that's not true. He has 1% chance. 1% chance of being the GOAT. And just so we're clear, I have Patrick Mahomes as number 2 all time right now. Number 2 all time right now. I have Mahomes as number 2 all time right now, but he won't be the GOAT, and here's why. Sorry, he has a 1% chance. Let me, because anything is possible. But here's what he'll have to do. At minimum, he'll have to become the all-time leading passer. That's possible. He'll have to become the all-time leader in passing touchdowns. That's possible. He'll have to go to not 1, I feel like LeBron here, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6. 6 more Super Bowls.
6 more, in addition to what he already did. So now you got to double what you did.
In addition to what he's already did, he has to go to 6 more Super Bowls, and of those 6, he has to win 4 of them.
What if he three-peats back to back to back?
Hold on.
Does that change anything?
Let me finish.
Oh, you talk. Okay, go.
He has to go to 6 more. So he has to passing all-time leader, touchdown all-time leader. He has to go to 6 more Super Bowls. He has to win 4 of those 6 Super Bowls. And then we can have the conversation, because at that point, he will have tied Tom Brady. And then everyone will tell you this. Patrick Mahomes' first regular season loss versus Tom Brady. His first playoff loss versus Tom Brady. His first Super Bowl loss versus Tom Brady. So now, if we're going to go down the skill and talent route, I'm with you. I got Mahomes way ahead of Brady, although I think I got Brady more on the football IQ, right? He did more with less ability. So for Mahomes to get there, I feel he'd have to surpass all the things that Brady has over him, because when they got to match up head to head, and of course there's defense, of course, but when they went face to face, Brady won in the regular season, in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. So, and now, since it was a LeBron question, imagine LeBron going to 4 NBA finals, being 3-1 in the NBA finals, Jordan being 7-3 in the NBA finals. But when they met in the regular season, Jordan beat him. In the Eastern Conference championship, Jordan beat him. And I get it's basketball; it's a different sport. I get it. And in the NBA,
let's say he went to the finals. Let's say he went to the finals and saw Jordan
in the regular season, in the Eastern Conference championship, because it was the AFC championship game that Brady beat him in.
Yep.
And in the Super Bowl, in the NBA final, Jordan beat him. Do you think there'd be a debate? Do you think there'd be a debate?
No.
So Mahomes, as like I said, number 2 all time already, is a lot more to do if he's going to pass Brady. And the only people who disagree is going to be people who say, "Oh, he's more talented, he's more skilled." And hey, that's a valid point, because he is. But he's still, what you do is important.
And Tony, if he never got back to the bowl game, let's just say for the sake of argument, this was it. He's never getting back to another bowl game again. And for the next, 28? So let's say for the next
10 years,
7. Okay. Let's say for the next 6 or 7 years. So let's say 6 more years, he plays at this level. He's been in the league for 7 years now? So if he plays at this level for another 6 more years, so at 35 years old, he decides, I'm out. I don't want to play no more. And at the end of this, he's got 12 years of sustained greatness. How are we talking about? In addition to what he already did. Because again, we got the winning part out. The winning part's already done. Let's just say for the sake of argument, Tony, he never goes back. He never wins it again. So, okay, so the winning part is done. He plays at an MVP level, and we're still talking about him as one of the best quarterbacks in the game, a top 3 quarterback for the next half decade, even more than half.
That he's number 2 all time. Because it's standard, the bar is so high, right, that Tom Brady has set for whatever reason. And listen, don't give me that crap about, he had top 10 defense, he had this, he had that. You know what? There's 9 other guys every one of those years that had a top 10 defense, and they didn't win as much as he did. There's guys that had better defenses than he did year over year, and they didn't win anything. So I'm not going to take away from what this guy has accomplished. And again, look at the numbers, look at the rings. He won a 10-year stretch. You're right. He won a 10-year stretch without doing nothing. No, it wasn't doing nothing without winning a championship. Just think about that. He went 10 years without winning a chip, and he still went to the Super Bowl 10 times and won 7 of them.
Let's get to the bottom of that.
Just think about that. And that's what you're saying, is that if he goes 10 years with, now, here's the thing. To your question, Haley, if he three-peats and he becomes the only person to lead an NFL team to a three-peat,
Is that the separator tone?
I think it gets him closer. But then it still comes down to what he does, because is he 4-1? And that's it? No more Super Bowls? But if he wins, I think if he wins,
does it matter though?
It does. If he three-peats and wins 5, then I think that's something that maybe we're now having the conversation. Because 3-peats, I think gives him a bump, but 4 is not enough. 4 is not enough. Even a 3-peat's not enough to surpass the guy who has 7.
Mm. I don't think it is, to be honest.
Because nobody in history has done that.
Absolutely. That's why I said. But I think what that'll do is for those people who, because I already have him 2. I think for those people that have him 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I think they'll have no argument but to say you're right, because there's people who could probably say he's not even better than Manning yet. I disagree. He's not better than Drew Brees.
No, dudes keep talking about the championships. That's not enough, man. Stop with the championships. That's not enough. No, because when we're talking about championships and we're talking about great players, this is why the Robert Horry logic doesn't work. Because if we're just talking about championships, we got to talk about Robert Horry, like we talk about Jordan, like we talk about Russell. No, we can't do that. Great point. No, we can't do that. And here's why we can't do that, Tone. Because when you talk about Jordan, when you talk about James, we talk about these guys as all-time greats, and you match championships, then what you have to do is you have to also match what they've done as players. And Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, at this point in his career, if he didn't win again, or let's just say for the sake of argument, he three-peated, there's still so much more he has to do. He can't just end with this right here because he three-peated. He's the best ever. No, he isn't. Because you're not just going to jump a guy, Tone, who won the Super Bowl 7 times, has over 80,000 yards for his career, and is the all-time touchdown leader because you won 3 straight? I don't think so. Hell no. And he played 21 years and beat you 3 times.
I have 2 questions. Number 1, does the fact, let's say Patrick Mahomes plays the entirety of his career with Kansas City. They've lost Tyreek Hill. Let's say he loses Kelsey. Maybe Kelsey retires next year, even if they win. So does him staying loyal and staying on one team change that versus Tom Brady, who ended up leaving and winning that last one with the Bucs?
Or do they keep winning? I'll say.
Let's say he wins 4. Let's say he does the 3-peat plus the one he has. Wins 4, continues playing for 5 more years, whatever, has those stats. He's right there, level to level with Tom Brady.
Passing yards, he gets all that. Yeah, that's where he has that 1% chance. I think it's really hard. I feel it's an impossible hill to climb, but I said that when Kareem broke the scoring record. And someone climbed. It took 40 years, but someone climbed it. So anything is possible. That's why I leave the door open with that 1%. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. Like he's done. This is what. Listen, I'm telling you, he's won number 2 all time already. Why is he number 2 all time? Because he's played as a starter 6 years. He's gone to the AFC Championship 6 times. He's gone to the Super Bowl 4 times. He's won it 3 times. Not only that, he's become the only quarterback in NFL history to be the top 5 highest paid quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He's done that in back-to-back seasons when we all thought, well, last year they lost Tyreek Hill. They're not winning. They win. This year, they even lose Juju, and they got guys dropping the ball to the point where we're all saying they don't have any wide receivers that can catch the ball. And what does he do? He still leads them to the Super Bowl and wins. So the dude is phenomenal. Like I don't think you understand. Remember, the guy who doesn't rank active players, and I'm telling you, that's how special LeBron and Mahomes are to me, is that I break my rule and I put them both number 2 all time. All time. That is like me retiring your number. That is a big deal. That's me putting you in the Hall of Fame. That's a big deal. I don't do that lightly.